Yeah, let's go.
The modern idea that Vikings threw their axe is a misconception. If you look at the physics of an axe, they're very poorly suited for throwing in combat. I'm Dr. William Short. I'm an independent scholar focusing on scientific research of Vikings, particularly Viking combat. Today we're going to look at Viking battles in movies and TV and judge how real they are. What he does is he catches a spear that was thrown at him, turns it around and throws it right back. And that is mentioned numerous times in the literary sources as being a very effective battle technique. And we've tested it, and it works great. It's really not so difficult to catch the spear in flight and throw it back.
Of course he has tested it. Where are the ditches, though? All right.
The nature of berserkers are still a little bit mysterious, but they are people who enter a battle frenzy before a battle, and the sources say they howl like wolves, they bite their shields, and iron and fire cannot harm them.
What he said about berserkers, I have a dedicated video, of course he's right. Did you notice that he said they howl like wolves? And that's because usually when we think of berserkers, we think of bear skin, which is correct. And by the way, it could be a linguistic joke, because in Old Norse, as well as in English, bear can mean the animal, or bear in the sense that you're not wearing anything. So bear skin could mean that they're wearing the skin of a bear, or bear skin in the sense that you're not wearing anything. So, it could have been a joke in period. That's my interpretation. I think it was like a double entendre in period as well. Double meaning. That's what I think. But then there is also the connection with the warriors, with the wolves. These exist in ancient Rome as well. Depending on how you interpret the sources, either they are the same thing, or they're two separate types of warriors, and it's difficult to know.
A typical enclosure would be a wood palisade fence, and climbing it with an axe seems very doable, using the axe to pull yourself up. And we've done a lot of research on the physics of these weapons, doing motion capture, measuring historic weapons, using computer models to study it. And what the axe has over some of the other weapons is just this insane amount of power. In one of our measurements, at the moment the two-handed axe hits the target, it just destroys what it touches. And that's how Vikings used it. The village is a sax, and before he enters, you can see that it's slung horizontally from his belt. A sax was a short sword. What the sax is a chopping weapon, and he's holding it upside down in a strange way and uses it for a slice, and that's not what the weapon is meant for at all.
Yeah, some people consider the sax more like some people say it's a big knife. Some people say it's a short sword, regardless of the nomenclature. In fact, I'm interested how you would consider a sax. Let's be honest about it. He's nice, so he didn't say it, but let's be honest about it. They just wanted it to look cool. It's reverse grip. It's what was popularized through ninja movies, and now everybody, the Witcher does it, samurai do it. Sometimes I see medieval knights doing it. It's like, it's silly. It's the reverse grip. The only times in which I can see the reverse grip or the ice pick grip work is that if you have a very stubby weapon and you're trying to stab through something hard, sure, great, because you get good precision, a lot of power through a reverse grip. But to hold it this way and do your try to block doing this is ridiculous.
And destroying things with fire was just a way to emphasize the terror of these kinds of raids. We've done some tests where we actually built Viking houses, instrumented them, burned them down. It's only a matter of a few minutes before everyone inside is dead.
Man, this guy, everything. Now, in a minute, they're going to be like, look, they destroyed an entire village. Oh, yeah, we tested that. We destroyed. We completely raided an entire village. Yeah, women, children, animals. We just did everything for science. These guys has done everything. Like, in a minute, they'll be like trying to worship Odin. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, we summoned Odin through a ritual. And it worked. So I can tell you that Odin appeared, there was a crow and all that. It was great. This guy's done everything for science. Like, honestly, he built A Viking historically accurate, we should say Norse, historically accurate house, only to burn it down to the ground. Man, this guy's like the forefront of experiential archaeology. Now they're gonna show the Drakar or Drekar. They're gonna show the boats, and he'll tell you, "Oh yeah, I've just sailed through Iceland, all around Iceland, and then went back to the other Nordic country on one of those. I did that totally because we needed to try. We needed to try."
The game, Knotlaker, a little bit off. We play it almost every year. Our research suggests that it's something quite different than what you see on the screen. So in the clip we see 5 versus 5, but in Viking times it's pretty clear that it was one-on-one. People were carefully matched to be about the same strength. You see a lot of running in this clip. The sources suggest running was not a part of the game at all. The game was really about power. It wasn't about speed. In the sources, when people talk about the games, they don't say that this team won or this team won. It's always this particular individual was stronger than his opponent. This one was stronger than this one. I give the creative team that made this film a lot of credit for doing deep research and really getting things right about Viking culture and Viking society.
You know, he's nice. He's too nice to say it, but the reality is they should have hired him. And I can already say that, and I've only been watching him for what? 5 minutes? This guy's good.
Deep research and really getting things right about Viking culture and Viking society. I would rate this as a 9. There are some things a little off, but there are so many things that are just perfect that I can't give it any less.